Today's topic is base. As we have covered acid in our 3 previous videos. So base. Today is base. I'll write some formulas. Copper oxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, magnesium oxide, then calcium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide. So what is a base? These are all bases. What is a base? A base is metallic oxide or metallic hydroxide or ammonium hydroxide which react with the hydronium ion of an acid to form salt and water. Base is metallic oxide or metallic hydroxide or ammonium hydroxide which react with hydronium ion of an acid to form salt and water only. So what is a base? A metallic oxide or metallic hydroxide or ammonium hydroxide which react with the hydronium ion of an acid to form salt and water only. Here is the importance of this word only. How this word only is important, as PbO2, this is lead 4 oxide plus acid, that is HCl. When react it gives PbCl2 plus water plus chlorine gas. So this is also a metallic oxide, but this is not considered as a base. Lead 4 oxide is not considered as a base because when it reacts with the acid it gives salt, water and an additional product, that is chlorine gas. So what is a base? A metallic oxide or metallic hydroxide or ammonium hydroxide which react with the acid to form salt and water. Like NaOH plus HCl gives NaCl plus water. CuO plus H2SO4 gives CuSO4 plus water. MgOH twice plus HCl gives MgCl2 plus water. So these are all bases because when they react with acid they give salt and water only. Now next is, as I told you that base is metallic oxide or metallic hydroxide. So what is metallic oxide or basic oxide? What is basic oxide? Basic oxide is metallic oxide which contain O2 negative ion and when react with the acid form solvent and react with acid to form salt and water. So what is a basic oxide? It is a metallic oxide which contain O2 negative ion, that is oxide ion, and react with the acid to form salt and water. For example, magnesium oxide, copper oxide, calcium oxide, ferrous oxide, etc. So these are the basic oxides. Next is basic hydroxide. Basic hydroxide. Basic hydroxide is a metallic hydroxide or ammonium hydroxide which contain OH negative ion, that is hydroxyl ion, and when react with acid produce salt and water only. For example, NaOH, FeOH twice, MgOH twice, CaOH twice, ZnOH twice, zinc hydroxide, KOH, potassium hydroxide, etc. So basic hydroxide is a metallic hydroxide or ammonium hydroxide which contain OH negative ion and when react with the acid produce salt and water only. Alkali. Water soluble base. Water soluble base is called alkali. Water soluble base is called alkali, or we can say an alkali is a basic hydroxide which when dissolved in water produce hydronium ion as the only negatively charged ion. So what is an alkali? It is a basic hydroxide which contain when dissolved in water produce hydroxyl ion as negatively charged ion. NaOH dissolved in water gives Na positive plus OH negative. CaOH twice when dissolved in water gives Ca2 positive plus 2OH negative. Ammonium hydroxide when dissolved in water gives ammonium ion plus OH negative ion. KOH when dissolved in water gives K positive ion and OH negative ion. So water soluble base, all the bases are not soluble in water, but the base which is soluble in water, that is called alkali. So all these are alkalis. Why these are alkalis? Because when they are dissolved in water, they give hydroxyl ion and they get dissolved into water. Water soluble base, that is called alkali. Next is, now alkali is of two types, that is strong alkali and the weak alkali. Strong alkali which produce high concentration of OH negative ion when dissolved in water. And weak alkali which produce low concentration of OH negative ion when dissolved in water. For example, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, they are strong alkalis. And for example, calcium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide, they are weak alkalis. So this is all about alkalis. Base, basic oxide, basic hydroxide, and then alkali. Alkali is also a base, water soluble base, that is alkali, and alkalis can be strong alkali and weak alkali. Strong alkali which produce high concentration of OH negative ion when dissolved in water. Two examples are there, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Weak alkali which produce low concentration of hydroxyl ion when dissolved in water, that is calcium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide. This is the introduction of bases. Now there is one alkali which is formed from non-metal, that is ammonium hydroxide. Name an alkali which is formed from non-metal, that is ammonium hydroxide. Thank you.